Right, is everything nice and ready? Hello, people. How are we all doing? So it's Halloween time. Hopefully, it is 15 minutes past, 16 minutes past 6 o'clock. In about 45 minutes' time, we will be seeing the Rust Door rotation maybe happening, or maybe just after, because the Halloween update will be coming out in about 45 minutes' time. We've been anticipating what likely might be appearing today. As we saw last night, we saw these three new items. Now, are they marketable or are they permanent? We don't fully know. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, we don't fully know. Now, as a quick snapshot, I've also got all of the Halloween items right here as well. So, as I said last night, I really don't think Jack o' Lantern and, well, both of these Jack o' Lanterns I don't think will come back. Scarecrow, most likely no. Will we see both of the special fireplaces reappear? Will Skullfire Pit and Curse Cauldron be brought back this year? If they are, what else might not be being brought back? Because not everything that we see here will be brought back. Could we randomly see Skull and Carvable Pumpkin not being brought back? I'd be very surprised. In their recent tweet, they quite literally said we're going to be bringing back pumpkin carving, and there's only one way to do that. That's bringing back the Carvable Pumpkin items. So fingers crossed that gets brought back because, as I've said, I'm invested into them. Ooh. So there's a lot of potential profits to be made because when it sells at a higher price in the Rust store, people notice it's cheaper on the Steam market and people go ahead and buy it out on the Steam market and eventually it matches up to the price it sells for in the Rust store. Very good. Now, with new potential marketable items coming out, this would mean they're instantly abnormal. This is a rule. New special abnormal items that come out always are abnormal, so that's something to be prepared for. But I don't know if they're going to be all marketable, so we shall see. We shall see. Today, I wouldn't be surprised if Mummy Rap's Skull Trophy of Skull Spikes isn't brought back. I feel like it's kind of pending that it's their turn. Will we see Surgeon Scrubs be brought back? I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. They're currently selling for $25, so I would have assumed maybe. But if they don't get brought back, I wouldn't be surprised if they go even higher up in price. That's for everything as well. If they're not brought back today, they very likely will go up in price a lot more today. But if they are brought back, everything that's currently above its restore price will be going down. So we've already discussed that, haven't we? So let's just quickly take a quick look. So this is the workshop section. Remember, we have to constantly keep an eye on the accepted section. And have you voted for the skins that interest you most? There was that silly talk I had about, well, if we just keep an eye on the collections, if it has tons of hidden collections, so this Deer Skull mask, I think might have a good chance because with the Deer Torch, the Cultist Deer Torch coming out, what perfect timing. Mr. Kua, very perfect timing. This has 9 collections and 6 of them are hidden. We shall see. This is something new that I'll be keeping an eye on in the future. But yeah, it's not just that. We've got the likes of the Zombie Furnace and the Zombie Head Furnace. Both of these look really, really cool. This one has 8 collections. This one also has 8 collections. This has 4 hidden collections. This also has 4 hidden collections. So we're learning things, gentlemen. We're learning things. So I voted. I hope you all did. One of these skins out of this collection will, well, not one of them, 8 to 10, or maybe 12. We don't know how many are going to be picked. It's going to be a surprise to us. It's something to look forward to, but yeah, that is on the horizon. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is the skins that have already made it onto the market, the abnormals. So last night we had Black Gold Kilt, Black Gold Vest, Black Gold Helmet, and of course, Constellation's Armored Door. So let's just go over to here. And abnormals last night, so if I just go back. The reason why I have them all as Google tabs is because if you have too many Steam tabs open, Valve will think you're a bot. And they will kind of lock me out from being able to do buy orders. They'll lock me out from being able to actually look at the skins. I know it's weird. It's very silly. It's something that's been happening a lot to me recently. But we're here and we can see everything. So now we can discuss what's happened as of last night. So, the Black Gold Kilt, it appeared last night. It's a $2.49 skin, and the buy order support, well, that buy order support is looking very, very strong. Over 1,000 requests to buy, and very strong around the dollar region, very strong up to around the $2 region, but yeah, nothing too close to $2.49. And I'm not surprised by that. I did sit here and say last night I wouldn't be surprised if this goes down in price over the course of the next few weeks. However, in the long term, this is looking like it's going to be a perfectly fine thing to go up in price. So if you actually want to go ahead and buy something, this looks like it'll definitely maintain that $2 price for a long time. But when times are good, post-Christmas time, towards the end of December, early January and whatnot, that thing right there will be going up in price. Now, the amount of sales that we've had, we also need to compare that. I did refresh just before the stream. We're at 23,354 estimated sales. Now, when you compare that to the rest of the black gold, well, what do we see? A pretty decent matching of number of sales. Everything here, from the clothing to the tier 3, it's matching up perfectly, reasonably fine. This actually has a fair amount of sales above the tier 3, but less than the clothing. So it's in a sweet spot. It's perfectly fine. So back over to here. This is looking like something I'd rather do a buy order on, which I did. I am the $1.98 buy order. I didn't know my price, my currency compared to dollars properly, but I've essentially got the $2 spot. So I'm right here. I'm happy, and I wouldn't be surprised if I pick up quite a lot of them over the course of the next few weeks, because with the CSGO Major literally happening in just less than 2 weeks' time, I wouldn't be surprised if everybody starts to dump their skins. And on this account, not this one, but the other account that I have the higher buy order on, that did that higher buy order right there, I'm gonna end up exhausting it. It's never gonna be able to do a buy order for a long time. So I'm gonna maximise the amount of money it can have. I'm gonna maximise the amount of buy orders it can have, and I'm fine to just pick these up at a cheaper price. Keep spending money, because I know towards the end of the year, which isn't that far away, I'll be selling them for a lot more. And maybe not this year. Maybe not 2023. Maybe I'll wait until 2024. I can be patient. I still own a whole bunch of Forest Raiders, for example. So yeah. This is looking okay, fairly strong. It's the normal thing. Loads of support, well over 1,000 buy order requests, but it still looks like it will go below its restore price for a bit. And then we have Black Gold Vest. Not as much support in comparison to the kilt. Kilt's more desirable. It's more desired to help complete the complete set of all the core pieces. Tier 3, hoodie and pants, kilt. So you need all of that to have the very best loadout to roam around with. So, hello bud, I see you're asking a question. Can you hold it for about 10 minutes? I'm going to talk about this and then we'll sort out the questions afterwards and the giveaways. So if you could just wait a bit, then we'll do that later. So, yes, Black Gold Vest and the coffee can, very similar. Oh, that's got less than 1,000. Wow, maybe someone removed their buy order. But it's exactly the same in build up and whatnot. Yep, they're going up to around almost $2. This is going up to about $1.70, because in the Rust store, this is actually selling for less. This is selling for $1.99, where these two are selling for $2.49. So, not too surprised that the buy orders don't go up as high on this one. It's still very close. Very close. So, the Black Gold Tier 2 is going to be a fun one, because when you also take a quick look and see the sales that the vest and the coffee can had, then this has barely reached 21,000. This doesn't even look like it's going to reach 21,000. But as time goes on, if the Black Gold does become in demand, the whole collection, that vest and that coffee can helmet are probably going to become very valuable. We've seen that in many other collections, and I discussed that last night. If you want to understand what I'm talking about, I literally talk about it in the Black Gold Abnormals and Pricing video. Give it a good watch. It's quite a lot of talking, but you should understand pretty much everything that I'm kind of alluding to right now. And Constellations Armoured Door. So let's just go take a look at you, because I did sit here and say I wouldn't be surprised if this goes below its Rust Door price. It's pretty much set to happen. But this is from the guy that made Outer Planets, and he definitely has the ambition to go ahead and make a whole bunch of deployable skins. We've seen that happen with Outer Planets. So he's just started off this collection. It's now a proper collection because Armored Door just came out. In about 2 weeks' time, I wouldn't be surprised if Cavency, the creator of this, ends up making some more deployable skins, throwing them on the market, the workshop, and then eventually we see them on the roster and whatnot. So I feel like this is going to have a pretty bright future, as bright as all the constellations are. But yeah, this looks like it's perfectly fine, as of now, so it's going to be below its restore price at some point. But when times are good, I expect it to be good, because I've seen exactly how the Outer Planets Armored Door behaved, and both of them have sold around the same amount, and both of them sold at the same price almost. Outer Planets, I could just show you. Outer Planets Armored Door sold at $2.99, whereas Constellation sold at $2.49. Outer Planets sold almost 15,000 sales, Constellation sold almost 13,000 sales. But when you look at how everything played out with Cavinci, you can see how everything played out with the Outer Planets, and it looks like we're following the same footsteps, and we're beginning the journey of Constellations. Now, is Outer Planets completely finished? I don't know. You never know. It's up to the creator. Mr. Cavinci would have to tell us, so maybe we'll see. So, Abnormals are looking pretty okay. This has 663 quests to buy. The buy order support, very strong up to $1, fairly strong all the way up to around $1.70, but for a $2.49 skin, it doesn't look like it will maintain its price, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below and down to around $2 at some point. However, when times are good, I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces back up. With only 13,000 sales, that looks like it could easily bounce back up. So, yeah. Now we're at the point where we sit here and say, right, Hedge, did you actually go ahead and buy anything? Did you actually look at this and say, should I buy something today? And my answer is, I did. I did buy something, and we can see it right there. I bought 30 Skullkiller Road Sign gloves, because with everything I've seen fairly recently of all of the Road Sign glove skins, it really does look like this is going to be reasonably okay. Even if it does go below its restore price for a little bit, I still think this is going to be perfectly fine. Look at all the previous ones that have come out fairly recently. This sold over 22,000. Yes, Black Gold is more in demand, that's true. But, Berserker, that's not doing the best right now, but even the gloves are still doing good. Copper, that's not doing too good, but that's still up in price, Dragon Rage gloves, that was oversaturated. The amount of sales that had was oversaturated, so, yeah. Kua's sitting here saying there's an update. Really? No, don't tell me right here, right now. Wow! And you know that because your skull just got accepted. Okay. Restore rotation, yay! So, okay. Oh, looker. Okay. Bearskin rug. Okay, guys. That's a big. Oh, another poncho. 1, 2. We got 11 skins, and let's do the buy orders. Flashbang. Sorry. I'm so happy I managed to get all of that out of me. There we go. No. We don't want to buy you. I've picked out the wrong thing. Road sign gloves, apostate hoodie and pants. So, guys, apostate hoodie and pants. I haven't actually sat down and talked about this. I can try my best to do it right now. Basically, apostate hoodie and pants. Oh, yes, it's a skin. Okay. Oh my God, it's a $8. It's an $8 item. Right, okay. Cursed Cauldron is back. Gentlemen, if you happen to still own a Cursed Cauldron has returned. Sell your Cursed Cauldrons. Run. Right, okay. Apostate hoodie and pants. So remember, I got these prices. We can always reflect back to that. I need to see the restore rotation. Show me SCMM. Please show me. Now, the only reason why I managed to find out instantly when the restore rotation happened is because one of the skin creators is right here in the chat. Thank you, Mr. Kua. Congratulations in getting your Skull Deer mask accepted. So it looks like we might be a bit slow. How many skins are there? There is 1, 2... Oh, it's quarantine. I need quarantine. Give me the quarantine. I need the quarantine. Show me the quarantine. Tick, click. Click. I'm gonna run out of breath. Okay, so I will discuss price. Oh, it's right there. I'm an idiot. So we've got some time, it looks like. So let's just quickly discuss apostate hoodie and pants. Gentlemen, we are aware that the skin creator has suggested that he definitely wants to make some armor at some point in the future. Now, in the pipeline, we only have free clothing and armor collections that are still in the pipeline to have more accepted. What might that be? Well, it's looking to be apostate because it's brand new. Pixel and JPEG. These are the only 3 collections that we're currently holding up on that we expect to potentially see more being added, aka more core pieces to come out that would cause the, for example, Apostate hoodie and pants to go up in price. Now, basically, what I'm going to sit here and say is, I'm going to do a very aggressive buy order. I honestly feel like they will be in demand at some point in the future, but as he sits here and talks about skins, they're becoming available to him. What I'm going to sit here and say is, I wouldn't be surprised if these go down in price. Well, there you go. It's the fastest one there, wasn't I? I wouldn't be surprised if they go down in price. So don't offer like 90 cents. Maybe go down to about 80 cents if you want to play it safe. If you want to play it safe, offer around 80 to 90 cents. There we go. So I don't know what 80 cents is in my currency. So I'm just going to do that. 0.82 and 55. And gloves. Road sign gloves, I'm going to offer like 90 cents for. Gloves, I have a decent amount of faith. The SAR skin, I'm probably only going to go up to about $1. Yeah, I'm probably only going to go up to about $1. So I didn't realise we were going to be doing this all in real time. Sorry about that. I expected it to be before the Rust story. I expected it to be before the actual update, and here we are. So, I got to ping my chat. Hello, Rust people. Rotation. Cauldron back. New items are marketable. Run. So, let's just quickly look again here. Right, so at the moment, if I were to go to page 2, the skull things have been brought back. I repeat, the skull things have been brought back. Mummy wraps has been brought back. What hasn't been brought back? Am I seeing Skull Fire Pit? I'm not seeing Skull Fire Pit. Skull Fire Pit has not been brought back. Gentlemen, you might want to do a buy order or something. Oh, okay, shop isn't loading for me. It doesn't look like the scrubs are back, but SCM most likely will know. You can always check SCM, so let me just pass this over to you. Oh, I didn't even acknowledge that the pumpkin's right there, and the pumpkin is selling at a cheaper price. It looks like the pumpkin is selling for $5.99 this year. Still good. It's not $6.99, but it's still $5.99. I'm happy with that still, alright? I can repeat. Carvable Pumpkin right now is selling for $5.99. Gentlemen, oh, let's take a look at you. So, so much stuff is happening all at once. Pumpkin. Can I have a look at the Carvable Pumpkin? Right, and now it's going to get bought out. Watch. You are witnessing the beginning of the end. $428, $4.14. It's going to go up. It's going to go up to $5.99. Let's see what. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, it's happening, guys. I also put down an extra buy order last night just in case for afterwards because I expect a lot of people to start jumping in. Here we go. I was late to this one. It's not the end of the world. I'll only cry myself to sleep later tonight whilst nobody knows. Oh shit, did I do the first buy order on the wrong account? I did. .55, 66, 0.73, 66, and then I go over to here, redo that because I made a mistake. Yep. I am going to do 0.72. Yeah, I did that, yeah. So Apostate hoodie and pants, I feel confident we'll be doing very nice in the future. And with this, 80? Yeah, screw it, 80, yeah, alright. Wait, what just happened there? I already have the buy order down, yeah, oops. I needed to remove it and do it again, 0.8. I need to get a good visual. Right. 89 cents. I can live with that. So I've done 82 cents and 89 cents. I can live with that. Yep, that's fine. Okay. And quarantine yeah, I'm fine with that. So we'll keep an eye on you later. And now, get a good idea. Keep an eye on these prices. You know what? The smart thing to do would be to grab another link. And no, wait, I don't need to do that because we can just see the Halloween skins right here as well. So this is what it was like about 2 to 3 hours ago. Get a good look at that. And now we will see changes happening. So, refresh once more. SCMM, can you show us the proper... No, okay, it's still broken. So we can still see the skins all here. Gentlemen, the rust rotation has happened. We've got 11 skins. I am very surprised that cat got accepted because it looks like it's Plants versus Zombies. Oh, God. Anyway, so, I haven't seen the Neon Double Armored Door skin. Neon Pumpkin Double Armored Door. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it next week. Maybe they wanted to do some good things this week and next week. You get the idea. So basically, the money makers I think this week will be the Bearskin rug, the locker, and that Cultist skull deer mask. Maybe the Ancient Curse rocket launcher as well. But the thing is, though, there is a bit of a problem, and the problem is how holiday-themed skins don't always usually be the best money makers. This is usually a problem, and I will discuss that a little bit more once I actually can start seeing all of the things that have come out. So congratulations once more to Kua, because at the moment you're the only person... Oh no, we've got the rocket launcher over here. So witches and which isn't abnormal. Rustor, can I take a quick look? Can you show me what's there? We can't see all the things. This is a problem. There's 23 items that we're supposed to see, but I don't see them. The Rustor is a little bit broken. That's unfortunate. So, gentlemen, do you have any questions whilst I'm here? Yep. Pumpkin is $5.99. I should point that out. Carvable Pumpkin $5.99. So, gentlemen, Pumpkin Watch. So, if you're not fully aware of the whole reason why I'm so obsessed about the pumpkin, I first discussed the pumpkin situation all the way back in June. I opened up this page, we looked at the Carvable Pumpkin, it was only selling for around $1. And I sat there and said, gentlemen, I fully expect this $1 Carvable Pumpkin will be brought back in the future around Halloween time, maybe for around $6.99, maybe a little bit less. Evidently it was a little bit less, but it's still a lot better than $1. This has been reintroduced at $5.99. Earlier today, this was selling for around $3.50 to $4. Let's just go take a real quick look and see what price it's selling for right now. It's climbing up, $4.19, and it's probably only going to keep increasing. Once everybody is well aware that the Rust rotation has appeared, here is Wacko, desperately trying to sell his. Remember, guys, if you dump your entire stock, you will only kill the momentum. Sell them in smaller increments. I did that. The problem is I just listed a whole bunch of them. In fact, if I were to quickly go see my main account, I will have a whole bunch of them on the Steam market. I listed them all in varying prices, but the quantity was a bit high. If I go to here... How many do I have? 40 of them, and yeah, they're too high. So how about I just remove all of them? I'm going to be here for a while, chat. Judges skips Neon Pumpkin every year, so Helk will pick it again this year. Who knows? Yes. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. You're the creator of the skin. Hello, Hatson. How you doing? I fully expect your skin to be accepted. It's tradition now. Like, I fully expect it to be accepted, and I fully expect it to sell well, and I fully expect it to go up in price. It's a win-win situation for everybody involved, so I wouldn't, in the slightest, be surprised if it appears next week. It honestly feels like it's going to be the main attraction potentially for next week as well. So, good job there, Hatson. Keep up the good work. What are you planning to do next year? What would you... Don't do a wooden door. Do a double wooden door, that'd be fine, but not a regular wooden door. So, this is fun, chat. Watching me remove listings. Yeah, I'm having loads of fun right here, right now. I've got to list all of these at a higher price, but I'll leave some of them be because you never know. here's the dilemma. People really do want these. However, you can't. Once they notice. Okay, here's the thing. You can buy these straight right now from the Rust store at $5.99. However, right here they're selling for $4.19. And if you were to go to the Rust store, hey, I'm going to open this up. Just as I'm about to buy it, it says right here, oh, hang on a minute. Instead of buying it for £5.15, you could go to the Steam market and buy it for £3.70. Well, there you go. There you go. That's how people notice, and that's how people click that and end up over to here. Wow, and that's how this ends up going up in price. I do fully expect it to match up to the price that it's selling for in the Rust store. So yes, it's low now, but it will climb up. Now, what I also want to see is what's going to end up on the front page, because you're going to see a lot of people quickly throwing their stock onto the market if it's been reintroduced. Take, for example, earlier we saw that the Cursed Cauldron was selling for $8.86. Right now, it's just been reintroduced, hasn't it? It's now selling for $4.99 again. So, okay, this still is broken. So let's just quickly take a look at the Steam market, and I don't think people have noticed. Chat, I'm going to say this once more. If you own a Cursed Cauldron, you need to go ahead and sell it right now. You need to sell your Cursed Cauldron right now. Hedge cancels his sell orders and the quantities went down to 83. No, it didn't, did it? No. By 83 maybe. No, there's only 39 of these. I gave one of them away in the recent Halloween giveaway. Oh, I'm running out of breath, I am. Oh, I've been talking for so long. So, yeah, this is normal. And we've got to do this again for Christmas. Yeah! But what we're seeing right here is the madness of reintroduced items. So, congratulations once more to Kua and Hatson and the chat right now. Chat, how are we all doing today? We are going to be doing a Halloween Rust giveaway after this. Don't you worry, we will be doing that. But we've got to quickly monitor how all of this is rolling out. I need to see the Rust store properly up and ready so I can properly discuss it all. Because I need to figure out what's abnormal, and I want to discuss like prices and what likely will be going up in price and whatnot. Right, so if you happen to own a Cursed Cauldron right now, you need to sell it. If you have a Carvable Pumpkin, wait on it, because these are going to get bought out. It doesn't look like people are aware that the Rust store rotation has happened. Maybe more people will become aware when it's 7 o'clock. When people open up the game, launch it, download the new update, they're going to quickly check the Rust store in-game, and they'll see, wow, the new Halloween things have come out. And then they're all going to probably go ahead and start buying it and whatnot. And so, yeah, and then maybe they'll notice that it's cheaper in the Steam market. And yeah. Should we buy pumpkin now? No! 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 No. Now there is one thing that we can consider. This Carvable Pumpkin, all of these Halloween items, wherever they might be, quick Rust rotation. There we go, now it's fixed. Right, okay. Baseball bat is marketable as well. Chat, we have a lot of things to discuss. We have quite a lot of things to discuss. So the proper Rust rotation has now happened, and we can sit here and start discussing what we can perceive will be a pretty good investment. So first of all, what is and isn't abnormal? I accidentally clicked those bottom two things. I will remove them in a bit. This Skull Rock has been brought back as well. This. Okay. So, Ancient Curse rocket launcher is abnormal. The baseball bat is abnormal. It's a new unique item. Now, here's the thing. This is a weapon. This should be red, but it's blue. Things like this weirdly happen. So yeah, Cultist Deer is not abnormal. Cultist Deer Torch, which should be red as well, is abnormal. Hockey Mask is abnormal. That's an $8 skin. That's looking pretty good. Right, so Kraken Shell is not abnormal. Kraken Shell is not abnormal. This I shouldn't have been looking at. Pumpkin Storage Box is abnormal. Slime Monster Star is abnormal. The Spiderweb Poncho is not abnormal. The Witch Altar Locker is abnormal. The Zombie Bearskin Rug isn't abnormal. Okay. Right, okay. Alright. It doesn't mention that it glows, but it does say it there, so that's a bit odd. Zombie cat is not abnormal. Zombie furnace is abnormal. So we've got this week, next week, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 abnormals to look forward to. Now you might sit there and say, but what about everything else? Well, the problem is everything else has already come out. Everything else has already come out. Take, for example, Skull Trophy. It's right there on the Steam market. Yeah, so there's no... We don't really care for that because it already exists on the Steam market. We can't do the first buy orders. We can't attack it. Right, okay. You're sitting there saying, should I buy the Carvable Pumpkin from the Steam market right now? I'm going to sit here and say it might be a bit risky, but we are expecting to see these in the Rust store for the next 2 weeks. So the items, the Carvable Pumpkin, the Cursed Cauldron, the Fogger, oh damn, Fogger, you just jumped up in price. Fogger's $5.99 now. Wait, really? Has that been increased in price? No, it used to be more expensive. Alright, I'm surprised. So yeah, Fogger, you're going down in price now. Cursed Cauldron, what about you? Are you starting to go down in price? Yes, you are. People have noticed and people are unloading their stock to the highest buy order and they're running away. I feel very, very, very bad for all these people that have these $7 buy orders. They are about to lose a whole bunch of money. Right, okay, so, refresh. Are you fixed? The Rust store on browser's fixed. No, okay, well. We can just work from here. We can just work from here and discuss prices from here. So, we know that these are abnormal. Ancient Curse, Baseball Bat, Cultist, Deer Thingy, Hockey Mask, Pumpkin Storage, Slime Monster Sar, Witch Shorter Locker, the Zombie Bearskin Rug, the Zombie Furnace. They're all abnormal. So, let's start with the abnormals. The new abnormals, the Baseball Bat, the Hockey Mask, and the Cultist Deer Torch. So, here's my first talk that I'm going to sit here and say. The first thing I want to discuss is the Hockey Mask. Right. As you know, every year we have the Chinese New Year animal face masks. They're not face masks, they're their own separate mask. And I should point out this Hockey Mask is, in fact, a face mask skin. It's a metal face mask skin. Right. I fully expect that to be reintroduced again next year. I fully expect it. And same as the Cultist Deer Torch, and same as the Baseball Bat. Now, what I also want to discuss real quickly is, that's a mace skin. So, who even uses a mace? Do you get what I mean? But maybe they'll feel more incentive to use it. And also, I do believe that there is a buff coming in for the mace as well. I think it's been buffed. I remember seeing this here somewhere. But yeah, I think the buffed... Yeah, they have buffed the mace. It will be in the update. Oh, here you go. I think we got the update here. So yeah, we got a trailer for the Halloween. Yep. In-game stuff. And then there's the portals that has been shown off on TikTok. New Halloween items. Indeed they are. New Halloween items. Nice and pretty. Yep, you can bring back the Frank. What wasn't reintroduced? Surgeon Scrubs. Skull Fire Pit. Right, that's something we should have been keeping an eye on. And we should have been prepared for that. Why? Well, Skull Fire Pit skips every other year. Skull Fire Pit is probably going to get bought out now, and I think it has. I think people just jumped in right now and bought out a whole bunch. Yeah, that's being bought out now. People realised it wasn't brought back, and now people consider it a collector's item. That is going to creep up and go up and 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 up in price, because we're not going to be getting any more being introduced these next 2 weeks. Well, you never know. Maybe they'll bring it back next week. Ooh, but I highly doubt it. So this is going to get bought out. That's currently selling for $6.38. Will it reach a climax? Will it reach a point where it stopped going up in price? Yes. I just don't know how much by. But do keep an eye on this, because now that this wasn't reintroduced, this is likely going to go up in price. Actually, do you know what I can do? I can quickly go back over to here and I can see what price it was earlier. Earlier, it was $5.87. Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I just want to say thank you for all of that. Okay. Continuing on. So, has it been fixed here? Please say it's fixed here. I want to be able to reference many different things with the SCMM. No, it's not working. Right. let's go right down to it. Let's start discussing prices. So, I was discussing that every year we have the Chinese New Year masks, and they usually sell for around $7 to $8. I can't fully remember, but they're quite expensive. And what happened is, well, every year they go down in price pretty drastically, quite quickly, immediately, don't they? They go down in price pretty quickly. I remember that happening with the very first one. Was it Rat Mask or Dragon Mask? I just remember Dragon Mask distinctly because that instantly went down to around $2, $2 to $3 quite quickly after just a week. Guys, the novelty of this, I don't think will retain its value. This being what? Is it $7.50 or is it $8? I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to around $3. I will discuss more about that later on next week because I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to buy order it. I'm going to buy order that. That's what I'm going to do. I don't think it's going to maintain its price. Now, the baseball bat and the Cultist deer torch. Well, here's the other thing. These skins, these items, these Halloween themed items, they're in here for 2 weeks. So once they're marketable next week, they're still going to be in the Rust store. People can see if the buy order build up is insane, and they're going to buy out a whole bunch of them, and then they're going to throw them onto the Steam market. So their prices are definitely 100% going to be badly affected. Do keep that in mind. Right, so that's established. I wouldn't be surprised if this halves in price when it's not Halloween. So as we enter November time, especially with the bad things about to happen with the CSGO major and the potential CSGO operation, yeah, bad things expected. But now let's discuss the skins. The actual skins. So, you might not be fully aware, but we haven't seen that many rocket launcher skins over the past year. Literally in the past year, as of the 11th of November, we've had 2. The one back in the 11th of November 2021, and earlier this year we had the antique rocket launcher. Well, right here, Mr. Mishka, he made a very interesting, cool-looking, glow-in-the-dark rocket launcher. Looks very cool. Yes, you might get noticed holding a rocket launcher at night. Is that really that bad? Honestly, it looks cool. I think it has a great design to it. But I am a bit worried that people don't like, oh no, it's got glow in the dark. People might notice me. Oh no. Well, people do think like that. And whilst it does look really, really cool, I think it will maintain a decent value because we won't be seeing many rocket launcher skins over the course of the next few weeks because they're just not being accepted. We've seen Tempered, we've seen a banana, we've seen a cigar rocket launcher being uploaded to the workshop. They look really cool, but nope, they weren't accepted. Face Punch just doesn't want rocket launcher skins this year for some reason. Deer Skull Mask, congratulations once more to the getting your skin accepted. It looks very, very cool. And it's the first Deer Skull Mask in about 3 years, or just over 3 years. No, just under 3 years, because the last one was a Christmas one. The Reindeer Deer Mask. So, we know Deer Skull Masks don't really get used that much. However, role players, people who actually want to have a skin for everything, I wouldn't be surprised if that sells well. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't expect us to ever see another Deer Skull Mask at any time in the near future. I really don't anticipate any more being made and accepted. So, I am looking forward to this one. I am looking forward to it, but it is not abnormal. So I'm not sure how to approach this just yet. Rather, I might wait till the last minute. Hey, what did I do today? I waited until the last minute and then I bought these. These weren't abnormal. I looked at the sales. I made a quick comparison with all the other roadside gloves. And I just sat there and said, you know what? That's looking pretty appealing. I'll buy some now. You might want to do that next week with that. Wait till the last minute, then make a decision. Because with my gloves that I bought earlier, I can refund them if the sales look really bad. It's as simple as that. So, Cultist Deer Skull Mask, you look like a winner, and I think loads of people will want you, but we need to wait and see. And if I could just go back real quickly, I just want to point out, with this, we can do our buy orders. We can do our buy orders, then make a decision afterwards whether or not we want to actually go ahead and buy it. Remember, buy orders on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, wherever you are in the world. Then on Thursday, we make a decision whether or not we want to make the actual purchase. That's exactly what I showcased to you earlier with the Black Gold Tier 2. We looked at the values, we looked at how much support they had, then we made a decision. And I said, you know what, I don't think it's going to hold its price. I don't want to buy any. I'd rather just stick with my high buy order. That's exactly what I said. And I might say that again next week with this rocket launcher. So is this fixed? Come on. Have the faith. Nah, I've got no faith. Wait, am I on general? Bipolar Penguin, fix it! Anyway. So, the Kraken shell, chest plate and face mask. Guys, I'm just going to sit here and say, in previous years, the armour pieces, the Halloween-themed armour pieces have never really fared very well. So now I'm going to talk about the issues with holiday-themed skins. Here's the issue. What happens when it's not Halloween? There's no demand. If the skins are very gimmicky for Halloween, like with pumpkins all over, like an armor piece and whatnot, or if it's like just a giant jack-o'-lantern, like you get the idea. You're not going to want to dress up for Halloween with Halloween stuff when it's March. You're not going to want to dress up with Halloween stuff when it's June, December. It's only good for 1 month out of the entire year, and it's October. However, looking at that, that's not super Halloweeny, not super gimmick towards Halloween. Yeah, it's spooky, it's weird, but it's more like ocean horror than like Halloween themed horror. So yeah, good job there. But again, let's look at the sales, let's see the demand, and then we'll make a decision. I don't have the highest hopes for that, and thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that a lot, buddy. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be doing too good, and that one, no. But I think they look really cool. I do want to sit there and say that. And in terms of creativity, making something different compared to everybody else, bringing something completely different in terms of creativity to the Halloween Rust rotation, I think you did a very good job there. I think that's the most unique thing I've seen for the past few years. Ocean horror and a dead pirate and whatnot with like an octopus all inside. So yeah, I think that's a flavour win. Good job there, buddy. And now we got a pumpkin storage box. So, Beach Kid, are you asking for is the Cultist Deer Torch a buy? I'm going to sit here and say most likely no, because it's very likely going to be here for 2 weeks, buddy. Right. Pumpkin storage box. So this is also abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. Small box skins tend to do very nicely. Now, let me just kind of point out to you something. Last year, what did we see? We saw the small... What was it? Small pumpkin storage, right? Yeah. So for the longest time, this wasn't doing very good. It's one of the best examples to showcase the issues with holiday-themed skins. Well, more specifically, Halloween-themed. Yes, Killed by Panda, we are anticipating exactly that. We are anticipating that when people go to the Rust store and open up, so let's say, hey, oh wow, I want to buy a pumpkin. They'll open it up and then they'll see right here, well, hang on a minute, instead of buying it for this price, I can buy it cheaper for this price? That's what we are anticipating. So I'm just waiting for it to happen at the moment. And I don't think people are going to be aware of the roster rotation until 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! It's out! Go get your... Go get your update. A lot more people are going to be aware of this when they open up the game. That's what I'm led to believe. Like, I'm a different kind of strange person. I'm constantly keeping an eye on the Rust market and whatnot. So, yeah, not everybody's like us. So anyway, point I was trying to make. Pumpkin storage box. This is looking like it's probably going to end up like the small pumpkin box. So why did this randomly go up in price recently? 2 reasons. Storage has got a buff. So all the storage skins went up in price. There's more demand for them, but as we got closer to Halloween, there was a bit more demand to use this. It's a spooky little box. What more else is there to say? So you can see the trends, and immediately when this was sold, so this was selling for what, $1.99, $2.49 last year. It immediately went down in price. It went down to around $1. It did not perform very nicely. Post Christmas time, it did go up in price, and it went pretty high up in January time, and then it slumped back down again, and it trended up very nicely towards the end of April, trended downwards when we went into May with the CSGO major and whatnot, and then not too long ago, last month, this was selling for around $2.20, $2.30. It did very nicely early on, but started to go back down in price again. So, do you understand that holiday-themed skins probably aren't the best things to jump into, but what we can do is do buy orders. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, okay, do you think that's a good purchase? I'm going to sit here and say, let's just wait until Wednesday or Thursday. As per usual, I will sit here and say, it's abnormal, we can do a buy order first, afterwards we can then consider whether or not we want to actually purchase it. And as I said, I am not going to be surprised if that doesn't have the support to keep the price up and it crashes when it's suddenly not Halloween. So, yeah. When the event, the holiday is no longer happening from what it's themed on, they tend to suffer. This applies to Easter, Christmas, Halloween. I guess you could say Chinese New Year, but Chinese New Year, it's not. They generally don't get that much investment into them anyway. So, like take for example, like that Tiger garage door still doing very good, but that just looks like a very good garage door skin. Okay, can you talk about the future of the Cursed Cauldron after it's gone from the store? It's going to take a long while for it to go back up in price, because what's going to happen is, with the Cursed Cauldron, it's most likely going to be in here for 2 weeks. That, guys, I've had to repeat this so many times. All the Halloween items that we see here look like they're going to be in the Rust store for 2 weeks. That means loads of people, if they see high buy orders for them and whatnot, they're going to keep buying them. 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 We're going to get a whole bunch of stock. And what's going to happen when it's suddenly not Halloween? Those people are going to take that stock and they're going to throw it on the Steam market because they don't feel the need to use it anymore. And you're going to see all of the Halloween items that we see right here going down in price. All right? That's what's going to happen. Crash, crash, crash. Yes, Mr. Astorti, correct. They will crash. So, we got more skins to discuss. More skins. Yes, you're desperate to talk about the zombie bearskin rug. I want to talk about it as well. But let's just move on ahead, get through all of everything, then we'll discuss the zombie bearskin rug. So, Slime Monster Sar. Looks pretty cool. Very nice design. Slime Monster Tommy sold very nicely. It also maintained its price. However, this is a Sar. However, we must know that at the moment we are aware that the AK, the Thompson, and the Sar are probably one of the most used guns in game at the moment. Very high gun demand, but SAR skins don't really do that well. It's weird. What I'm going to sit here and say is this is probably one of the most unique SAR skins that we'll ever see, and I wouldn't be surprised in the long term that actually goes up in price quite comfortably. However, it's also abnormal. It's going to be appearing earlier. We can do buy orders for this. So, my answer to this is, let's wait until Wednesday or Thursday! Yeah! But I honestly think in the long term that would actually do very, very nicely. It's a very cool, unique looking skin, and I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Little Ranger comes back next year with another Slime Monster skin. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Spiderware Poncho. No. We've had far too many Poncho skins recently. Far too many Poncho skins. In about 6 weeks, we've had 4. I'm very, very sorry to sit here and say that, but as an investment, I just don't imagine it's going to be doing very nicely. Yes, it's a very silly spiderweb poncho. We had 3 of them this year, didn't we? Well, I can show you. Oh, only 2 of them made it to the next round. So if I quickly refresh this, we're going to see all the ones that got the tick. There you go. Hey. So yeah, we can see all of that. And with 11 skins accepted, we now have 34 skins left to keep an eye out for. So remember, chat, YouTube, you need to vote for what you like. You need to vote for what you'd want to see, because they need your support now more than ever. And I wouldn't be surprised if next week we get a sleeping bag, next week we'll get an AK, next week we'll probably get another rug. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Rug from Hell. I really wouldn't be surprised if we get that. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Hammerhead Frank. That's gotta get in. I think he looks cool. Graveyard L96 look really cool as well. So yeah, plenty of things potentially on the horizon, but you've got to vote for them. You've got to show your support, all right? So Spiderweb Poncho. No, unfortunately no. Yes, okay, it's very spooky, it's unique, it's different compared to all of the other ponchos. However, doesn't matter too much. I don't think it's going to be super great. I'm just going to stick with doing a buy order on that. Now let's just quickly go over to here once more. Can I actually see scmm? Can I actually see scmm working for me? Yes or no? No. Okay. All right. I'm going to give up on that now. I really wanted to have that work for me, but it didn't. So, which altar locker? So, what we can do right here is we could actually quickly go to July 7 because we had a bit of a problem, a bit of a dilemma. When the Outer Planets locker came out, we had to consider, right, how likely is it that we will see another locker skin come out at any point in the future? Well, the future is now! Right, so what happened with locker skins is we did not see a locker skin in about 2 years. Then the Outer Planets locker appeared. And when this appeared, everybody really desperately wanted to have a locker skin that didn't have a lot of money because all of these went up in price because no new locker skins were coming out and people were desperate. People do use locker skins a lot. So, yes, this sold like insanity, sold over 33,000 sales, but now we do have a new one. And likely the likely reason why this is now down in price is because this has appeared. Now this has actually been accepted. So this might go down below its Rust Ore price for a little bit, but that would be expected. All skin prices in the Rust market will be going down in price over the course of November, but as we enter December and go through to the end of it, they should all start going up in price. But anyway, which altar locker? Guys, this is looking really cool, and it's a $2 skin. Yes, it's a $1.99 skin, same price as the Outer Planets locker. Let's wait and see how many sales it has, because as we can see here, this sold over 33,000 sales, and for a very long time, I can show you, for a very long time, this was actually above its Rust Ore price for, I don't know, several months. At its highest point, it was selling for over $3. Now it's selling for a fair bit less. If I were to just quickly go down and take a look, $1.92, and it's not that many below the Rust Ore price. The Rust Ore price being $1.99, so that's just a few out of 260 odd. So yeah, I just sit here and there. Right now, this is still around $2. So yeah, this new locker, I have very high hopes for. I will be buying some. I think I want to see how many have sold, and then I'll consider buying them. Or, because it's abnormal, I'll just do a very good buy order on it. I have talked about all of those other things, gentlemen. I will go back to those other things, like Kevin. I have talked about that, and I will talk about that once more at the end. Is that all right, buddy? I understand you're all very desperate to get the information, but I've been going back and forth so much that I feel like my YouTube video's kind of ruined now. It's all good, don't worry. Zombie Bearskin. I have been talking for an hour straight. And I ain't stopping. Oh, here we go. Zombie Bearskin rug. Alright. Open up your ears. Here we go. So, this is the first bearskin rug that we've seen in the past 2 years. The most recent one that was accepted was the werewolf rug skin. And right now, how much is that selling for? Well, it's probably going down in price now because, yep, Cursed Cauldron's now on the front page because people are throwing it onto the Steam market. They are desperately trying to sell theirs now whilst they can get a profit because it's selling in the Rust Ore right now for $4.99. Anyway, sticking to the point, werewolf rug. Werewolf rug is selling for between $6.50 to $7.50, depending on the time of day, because a lot of people have been undercutting each other and whatnot. I've sold a few. I've given away quite a lot this year, actually. A lot of you people are taking them all off me. But yeah, this rose up in price very comfortably because we had not seen another bearskin rug for a long time. Well, today we just got a new one. So I want to show you this as well. Initially, the rug bearskin, the werewolf rug bearskin, the werewolf bearskin rug, sorry, it actually went below its Rust Ore price for a while, and trended downwards. Yep, it's the usual. This is the usual. They go below their Rust Ore price after Halloween, but then post Christmas, shoots up very nicely, very comfortably. And ever since then, it's been fairly stable and going up and up and up. Why has it been stable? Because we haven't seen a new bearskin rug for ages. Well, now we've got a new one. And I wouldn't be surprised if that new bearskin rug sells exactly the same. Yes, this glows in the dark, correct? We did show this off in the Saturday Skin Showcase. The werewolf bearskin rug glows as well. Now, let me just point out to you, I do believe bearskin rugs do get used quite a lot because they do help with giving you comfort. Loads of people like to be comfy when they play Rust, when they're in their bases and whatnot. Ooh, very comfy. But we need to see the sales. We need to see the sales. There's no point rushing into buying it. Now, if you feel, if I buy some now, yes, you will be able to buy. You will be able to sell them the very second the Rust rotation happens next week. And if you feel like you could make a quick sale, by all means, go for it. But if you want to play it safe, don't jump in and buy tons of them now. Wait until Wednesday or Thursday, then make a decision. You know, I like to play it safe, and usually that works out very, very nicely for me. All right. So playing it safe usually gives you the best outcome. It usually gives you the best estimate of how things are likely going to be. What are you going to do if this sells 50,000? It's going to be oversaturated then, isn't it? But you already bought it, so you're stuck. Do you get what I mean? You don't know how people are going to react, and I can't see the initial reaction because SCMM has decided to be broken today. Come on. Ah. Right, so back to over to here. So, if you want to use this, by all means go for it. If you're going to sit there and say, okay, what about it being a long-term investment? Yes, as a long-term investment, I fully believe that'll do very nicely. As a long-term investment, 100% I think this will go up in price pretty comfortably. But it will take a long time. Not a long time, but more than a month at the very least. So if you're going to sit there and say, what am I going to do, what do I do? Guys, it's going to take a while. At the very least, for post-Christmas, I wouldn't be surprised if that goes up in price. I'm going to be saying that a lot, but that's just the usual routine. So the Rust market usually always follows the same routine every year. It's usually the same thing. I'm surprised if it ever changes. So with this, if you're going to buy it purely to use it and then sell in about a year's time, you will sell it for a profit. I feel very confident to sit here and say that, yes. Zombie cap. We have not had a cap skin in a while. I think the last one was the Gamblers one, wasn't it? The when they introduced the Bandit Camp, the casino and whatnot. So it's goofy, it's silly, it's not abnormal. I don't know. It looks like the zombies from Plants vs. Zombies. Again, I'm very surprised that was allowed to get through. We shall see what happens. I don't think Face Punch will get sued, but hey, it's a generic looking cartoony zombie. We'll just go with that. As a cap skins, I can't quickly look up them all. I think I know one of them. Oxums. How do you spell Oxum? Oxums. You? Oxums. There we go. Right, now I can look at all the caps. Show me the caps. Yes, right. Okay, so cap skins. Not really a great investment, it looks like. Now, first of all, let's just point out this one, and this one. They are the ones that get dropped. So they're cheap because they just get their only use is to get turned into cloth. People don't care about that. I honestly don't think this is something to really look forward to be honest. As an investment, yes, caps, skins have gone up in price pretty comfortably over time. Some of them haven't. But that sold over 23,000. If this sells over 20,000, then yes, I would be worried. But when you look at all of the other ones that have done quite alright, they have sold hardly any. So with this is in the negative purely because it sold quite an absurd amount over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. So yeah, it's been quite a long time and it still isn't above its Rust store price. So cap skins, nice, but not reliable investments. Zombie Furnace. Right, this guy looks really cool. He looks menacing. He looks disgusting. And he reminds me of... I don't think I have it. What's that really good-looking furnace? Ghastly? Ghoulie? What's his name? You know what? I could just look up furnace. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Wait, no, I can just look up furnaces and S. What am I doing with my life? What was the most recent furnace skin that we have? Ghostly Flame. Not Ghostly Flame, it's the other one. Here you go. I'll find it now. scmm, always there to help me out. What is the most expensive furnace skin? Please tell me right now. It is... not Zombie Furnace, don't worry, it's because it still doesn't know what to do. SCMM's still a bit broken. There you go. Spooky Slime. It looks like that, but just a whole lot more insane. Spooky Slime is a $15 skin right now. Let's just go take a look at you. Spooky Slime. Right. Oh. Here we go. Yeah, expensive, in demand. Most likely because it's Halloween. Have you been rising up because it's Halloween? Oh, no. Well, okay. You went down a bit and then you kind of trended back upwards a fair bit. Okay. Anyway, point made. It looks exactly like that, and this is now a $15 skin. Nope, $14. Okay, whatever. It's expensive. It's expensive. And when that first came out, that was selling for $2.99. It came out 4 years ago. Right. So this new one is selling for $1.99, and he looks like a super insane version of it. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes a very comfortable investment in the far future. When you think about furnace skins, do you want something that's insanely colourful, or do you want something that just looks downright insane like this? Because that is a standout furnace skin. You're not going to see anything like this for a long time. I'm going to sit here and say, in good time, that will comfortably rise up in price. People are going to look for wacky designs. People want weird looking furnaces. Where am I looking? I'm looking here. That's it. My brain, it not work good. I've been talking non-stop, but I must continue. So, highest price. The highest price ones, get up. Toxic Flame, Treasure Furnace. These didn't have that many sales, but they just instantly became in demand. Demonic Stone Furnace, I remember you. You're very cool as well. Standout, interesting looking designs tend to be the ones that sell the best. And also pair that with a sheer lack of quantity. The sum of all the parts, they do very well. I'm looking at this and thinking, right, we need to keep an eye on the amount that sell, and then we'll consider what we're going to do, because it's also abnormal. We can do buy orders, then we can consider whether or not we should actually go ahead and buy some of them. I am looking at this and I'm anticipating a very nice bright future ahead of it, but it's going to be future, long-term investing. In the short term, we shall see. We need to see how many sales have happened. I'm going to keep saying this so much, but what you've got to understand is bad times are literally just around the corner, and people will sell these just to get some money. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go down because of that. It's not too hard to understand. Okay, and we're done. So, this was very, very awkward. SCMM is not working properly for me. So, everybody here, you wanted to... Alright, so everyone that wants to discuss the new items and all the items that we see here, gather around. I'm going to say this once more. Right, everybody, are you all good? Are you prepared? New Halloween items. How are we going to approach this? Well, by default, as I said, all new Halloween items, or all new items in general that are marketable, they are instantly abnormal. As we can see right here, I click this, there you go, it's already got a market page. Wonderful. Right, so this is looking to be in the Rust store for 2 weeks. This is the first week of Halloween, and next week will of course be week 2. All the Halloween items are going to stay. So if you're going to sit there and say, oh, but what happens if this has very good high buy orders? I'm going to sit here and say, well, people will notice and then they'll buy more of them. So then more quantity will end up being bought out. The smartest way that I would sit here and say to approach this is buy orders. Buy orders. If you're looking at these, wanting to make a profit, buy orders. Because there's going to be a whole bunch of them bought out. It's not just these, though. It's going to be all of the other Halloween items as well. The Carvable Pumpkin, the Cursed Cauldron, the Fogger, the candles, the mum wraps, all of these. They're going to be available in the Rust store for 2 weeks, and people are going to be buying them. Yes, they might be buying them out on the Steam market if they're cheap enough, but of course they will be buying them here as well, because especially with the Cursed Cauldron, which earlier today was selling for $8.86. People will buy them because they think they can do a quick flip profit. If I quickly look at the Halloween prices now, has it updated? Nope, it's broken. SCMM is broken. It screams. But yeah, if I can see on the front page, I can clearly see, with this being on the front page, people are dumping them to the highest buy orders, and the price now is $7.38. It's going down because people have noticed, people are selling now because they know other people have seen the higher prices. They will go straight to the rush store, they will buy out a bunch, and the very second that they can sell them, they will do. They'll try to, they'll unload them onto the highest buy order. And then there's going to be too many people that do that, and there's going to end up being too many on the Steam market, and then it goes down in price, and lo and behold, it's cheap again. And then we go through the whole routine all over again from the very beginning, from November to around August, September 2023. It's going to go... So it's going to be a long process in which it becomes a nice, profitable thing to invest into again, eventually. So, do you understand? More of these will be bought, causing the price of this to go down on the Steam market because more quantity will be appearing on the Steam market. That means the smartest thing to do, especially of new items, is to offer around half the price it is with a buy order. That is what happens. That is where it goes wrong. That is where you can easily make a mistake. Now, I'd be incredibly surprised if they change the items next week. As in, they remove Fogger and Large Candle Set and Mummy Wraps and swap it with something else. I'd be incredibly surprised. I fully expect all of those new Halloween items to be reintroduced again next week as well. Not reintroduced, but like just they will stay. And only the skins will change. Only the skins will change. So like Ancient Cursed Rocket Launcher, Cursed Cultist Deer Skull Mask, you know, the actual items, the actual skins, they will change, but the items will remain. Oh, mate, I have been talking non-stop. So, do you understand? We went through everything, and I'll just quickly give you a very quick talk going over all of the new skins. So, Ancient Cursed Rocket Launcher, due to a sheer lack of rocket launcher skins, yes, it glows in the dark, it looks very cool, but it is abnormal. Let's do our buy orders first, then we'll make a consideration whether we're going to jump into buying them. Abnormal, then with so many of these skins being abnormal is super helpful because we can get a good idea of what support it will have, and then we'll consider it if we actually want to buy them. So with that, we need to see the sales as well. We need to constantly see what the sales will be if they actually show up. Well, here you go. We've got 1,000 right there. Hey, you're doing all right there, buddy. Hey, Kua, your skull mask is selling insanely already as well. So clearly, loads of people want to buy this. So this is actually the second skin I was going to talk about. Very cool. We don't have many deer skull mask skins, and I fully expect that this is probably going to get bought out quite insanely. It's only been out for about an hour and we already have 2,000 plus sales. Let's be cautious, but let's also remind ourselves, how likely is it that we will see another deer skull skin at any point in the future, in the near future, for example, let's say within the next year? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. And the only reason why this got accepted for right here, right now, is because it's very Halloween themed with all the blood and the cool designs. Kua, you did a very good job, and I'm very happy that you got that accepted. So, how many skins is that so far, buddy? It's free. Ah, if only we could see your manufactured table and chair being accepted as well. They could still potentially appear, but anyway. Back to here. So, we talked about that, and now we're going to talk about these two right here. So, I have discussed this. In the past, we've seen many armor pieces coming out during Halloween, and we've seen many of them go down in price pretty badly. So, take for example, we got zombie costume pants. So these are clothing, yes, but it still sticks to the point. Very gimmicky for Halloween. Down 35%, down 44%. Look at the freak head wrap, down 26%. Right, let's go look at next week. We had pumpkin chest plate. Oh, look, down 24% and down 42%. Yeah, very gimmicky for Halloween. Not very good investment. However, these look kind of unique. Not too Halloween gimmicked. So in good time, I wouldn't be surprised if these go up in price, but I don't expect them to instantly be super valuable. So do take that into consideration with the tier 3 right here. I'm going to sit there and say I'd probably just stick with doing a buy order. I don't think I want to buy them. But however, if we can monitor how many have actually sold, then we could make a good decision. But I can't see that right now because SCMM is broken. Ha ha ha. It's been going on all day. I'm very upset inside. So, back to here. We have Pumpkin Storage Box. It's abnormal. Don't need to rush into buying it. I will do my buy orders. Then I'll make a decision whether I want to actually go ahead and buy it. So, with that, it's a nice glow-in-the-dark box. But last year we had a very nice glow-in-the-dark box. And that went below its rust door price pretty quickly. Selling at one point for only $1. It was a $1.99 skin. This is also a $1.99 skin. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of see the same thing happening all over again. When we do the buy orders next week, I guess I'll have to record myself because, much like I did last night, because there's so much to talk about of all the potential things where it can go wrong. You get the idea. We have to be cautious. We have to be aware. With that, I'm probably just going to stick with buy order. It is abnormal, so that's likely what's going to happen. So we'll do the buy orders, then we'll make a decision whether we're going to jump in or not. Slime Monster SAR. I'm quite confident with this. I might go aggressive with my buy order on it. I don't think we're going to see a Scar skin like this in a long time. So I am confident. I am happy with it. But I still do worry for it. But again, it's abnormal. So is it abnormal? Yeah, you are. So we could do the buy order, then we'll make a decision afterwards. But it does look very unique, and I feel like that's got a pretty good future ahead of it. SARs do get used quite a lot. Spiderweb Poncho, I have little faith in it. I'm sorry to say, but we've had far too many Poncho skins in the recent past. I think we're a bit fatigued with Poncho skins. It's a very cool, interesting design, but I'm not super into it. Okay, and then we got the Witch Auto Locker. Again, we need to see how many sell, because we've just seen the Outer Planets Locker come out earlier this year. It maintained a decent price, but it is being affected by the recent bad times. Prices are going down, and of course it's now going to go lose a lot of interest because we now got this interesting looking Halloween one, the Witch Auto Locker. But in good time, what's the likelihood that we'll see any other locker skins come out this year? Well, we might see a Christmas one. We have had a Christmas one come out in the past. Maybe we'll see another one. People have tried to get their locker skins accepted earlier this year. Not themed for any holiday in particular, but people have tried. Ever since Outer Planets happened, people tried to make their own, but they weren't accepted. So these are a type of item that don't get a lot of skins. That's just something we'll have to accept. And with that, there's a very good chance that that's going to go up in price. But again, it's abnormal. Let's do our buy orders and then make a decision. Yeah! But again, we've got to see how many have sold, what the support is like, then we make a decision whether we go ahead and buy it. That's the simple rule. Bearskin rug, I feel like it would be a very, very nice investment for the future, but in terms of actually going ahead and buying it, it's a bit of a problem because, well, it's not abnormal, but we'll have to make a decision on the day, on Thursday or Wednesday night. We'll look at how many have sold, then we'll make a decision. It really does look like I might probably buy some, but then do a very aggressive buy order afterwards. We shall see, we shall see. It all depends. You've got to make a consideration. How common is it to use a bearskin rug? Again, very nice for comfort. Very, very helpful in your base and whatnot. But we shall see, we shall see. So there's a lot to discuss over the course of this next week. I will probably have to put out a decent amount of small videos. But yeah, we've been talking a lot. This is how it usually is. And then we got the zombie cap right here. I'm not too keen on cap skins. I'm thinking this is far too gimmicky for Halloween, but I wouldn't be surprised if this goes below its rust door price for a long time. But as we anticipate the arrival of Halloween 2023, it goes up in price because it's a very goofy, gimmicky skin for Halloween. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised if this goes below its rust door price. But in next year, when we get closer to Halloween, it'll probably go back up again. As I showed you here, no, not here, just a minute ago when I showed you all of the Halloween themed skins. You know what? I could show you 2020. 2020 would be an interesting one as well because it would just follow the trend of, hey, look at all these armour and clothing skins that are very related to Halloween. Look how they're doing now. And load up. But then again, these came out 2 years ago, so they might be doing pretty alright now. Oh, mate, come on, hurry up. SCM, have you died on me? Oh, no, I think I killed it. I killed SCM. Right, well, I'm sure you get the point. It's something to be very cautious of. But then we have the zombie furnace. Yes, it's zombie related, very Halloween, very scary, but it's got a great unique identity, and people do like that with their furnaces. They like to have a very goofy looking design for their furnaces, their in particular furnace skins is what I'm saying. Slime Furnace is right now selling for a very high, decent price. This looks like super scary Slime Furnace. And with that, I really do think this is going to have quite a lot of interest and demand. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes below its restore price for a while, because I imagine this is going to sell quite a lot. But again, it's abnormal. We don't need to rush into buying it. Let's wait and see how many have sold. Let's go do the buyers to see what the support looks like. Then we'll consider buying it. All good. All good. All good. Right. So, one quick look at this again. Do we remember all of these prices? Now we're going to go over to here. Go to this week's... Oh, it's fixing. It's healing. It's healing. Right, okay. Halloween. What are we looking at now? So, these still aren't fixed. Pumpkin. I don't think the prices have changed. No. Alright, so that's not working. So, we'll look at the front page. And as I said earlier, it's not a surprise that people are quickly running to the Steam market to quickly sell their Halloween items, because quite a lot of them, as we could see over here, were still in the positive. The large candle set, the cursed cauldron, the skull spikes. They were all still above their restore price. And the skull. Is the skull on the front page as well? There he is, yep. They were still all above their restore price. So now that they've been reintroduced, people are now rushing to sell them to the higher prices on the Steam market before the new wave, the sudden rush of more items start appearing on the Steam market. Now, on the other side of things, what do I see right here? Skull Fire Pit. And it's not a surprise that this right here is now being bought out. This is what I said. This is what I said. When things get discontinued or not brought back, this happens. This is now selling for almost $10. This is something that usually always happens. And, well, if you manage to keep a hold of yours, you might be able to sell yours for a decent profit now. Haha. Will they keep going up in price? Perhaps, but we shall see. But this is what happens. We did sit here and say, what do you think won't be brought back? And evidently this year it's the Skull Fire Pit. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So... And once more, with this, because it's very likely going to be in the Rust store for 2 weeks, we'll just do our buy orders, and we don't need to rush into buying it if we know it's going to be in there for 2 weeks, so it's all good. Just work with the information I'm giving you, and you'll get a good idea. Yes, this is a $7.50 item. It's not going to stay $7.50 forever. No. And this too, very cool. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets used a whole lot during all of the year. Yes, it's a Cultist Deer Torch. Maybe it's quite Halloweeny, but with so many potentially going to get bought over the course of the next 2 weeks, you're better off just doing a lowball buy order. I will. So, okay, that is everything. That is everything that I can scream and yell about. Chat, is there anything else? Is there anything else I can talk about? History has shown they'll go up. Which ones? Oh, the new item. Oh, no, it's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. Praise you, Bipolar Penguin. He's fixed it. Yes. Now, if only it was working earlier. Yes, it works. Wonderful. Magnificent. The prices are still broken here, but yeah, it's still good. So, yes, looking very good. Looking very good. But I've already discussed all that was needed to be said. And, yeah. Why don't we, just for good old times, quickly go and see the scariest thing of all, the Twitch Rivals trophy. Oh, God, has someone bought another one? No. Has that been recent? Someone bought one 3 days ago? No. Someone bought one. Someone went and bought one for around $112. My God, people, how many times do I have to warn you? Don't buy these! Do not buy these! Oh, God. So, just to quickly reiterate, this was given away for free during a recent Twitch Rivals event that happened about a month ago. And, yes, this does give you comfort. Only 70%. However, it's not worth the price. And you cannot sell this. The very second you buy it, it instantly becomes non-tradable, non-marketable. No, it's not about the 7-day cooldown. No. It's never going to be. You're never going to be able to sell it. It's a glitched item that was never supposed to be sold. It was never supposed to be marketable and tradable. It was only available to be sold for about 2 hours due to an unfortunate glitch. Facepunch patched it. The only reason why these still exist is because they were listed during that 2-hour period of time. They are not worth $100. It's not a rare item. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring this back again later this, maybe later this year. Maybe we'll have one for Christmas, a Twitch Rivals event, or at the very least in 2023 we'll have another Twitch Rivals event. And I wouldn't be surprised if they give away the trophy all over again. Don't be stupid. Don't spend your money on this. And yes, there's buy orders here, but they'll never be able to get a buy order down because you cannot sell it. You cannot sell it to a high buy order. It's not sellable. It's not marketable. So yeah, people cannot list anymore. You get the idea. So, a hectic day. I've talked a lot. There's so much screaming and shouting. It's Halloween. So, we need to look over this over the course of the week. And then I will be doing abnormal buy orders on Wednesday night for me. Thursday for you. Some of you maybe. Thursday morning for me. It will be. Yes. So, if you want to be around and learn about that, come to my Twitch streams. That will be on Wednesday night for me. We'll be nice and prepared for it. We'll discuss prices and how we're going to approach all of this, and then we'll attack. Because for a lot of these things, we have to do buy orders if we want to make profits out of it. A lot of these skin prices are going to suffer. Over the course of the next 5 to 6 weeks, we are going to see some real bad times. But after that, we can expect good times. But so as long as you are prepared, so as long as you are aware of what's happening, you will make good of it. And I can try my best to help you out. All good? Right. Did I go on for almost an hour and a half? I did. Oh my god. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I need to go flop over and die.